Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
How you going? How you doing, guys? I'm going to give some wrenches back this week. I'm going to be careful who I give them to. I believe I've given you back yours, Alex. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Geo Loft. Hi, LA. How you doing? Hi, Liam, Simone, Alex, Madam Medusa, Maddie, Amanda, Simone. I've already said that. Tammy, how you going? Who else we got? Beckham, USA. Excellent. How you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. I've had to do it different this week. I had to actually open YouTube so I can see all the comments, because last week when I did my stream, a lot of the comments were hidden. And because I wasn't on YouTube, I didn't even see them. So, no worries, Alex. How you going, LA? So 2 healthy noses, not quite, nearly there. It's just a little tiny bit red still. And they're still talking about I went to the doctor the other day, and what I didn't do at the hospital, I did at the doctor. I was sitting in the waiting room first, and I see this poster that someone's put up. It's obviously their own dog with a mask on, and how to apply a mask to your dog properly. And I'm sitting there looking at it going, I'm literally in the waiting room. I'm just sitting there shaking my head looking at this picture of a dog with a mask on, right? Then I got in there. Now this is where it gets interesting. I went into the doctor. And I said, I didn't get the CT scan. I'm not going to go for the skin cancer test. I don't trust doctors. Nothing against you personally. I just don't trust the medical system. And I said, and when people find out they've got that, they seem to go downhill really quickly. This is from my own experience. They go downhill really quickly, and then the treatment just finishes them, you know. And I even told her that a doctor had said that to me, that they wouldn't get that, the treatment you're supposed to get. Anyway, she said, I've been hearing that a lot lately. And I just sat there and went, oh, okay. And I said, you don't believe in all this, do you? You know, I mean, I said, I know you've got to wear a mask because of your profession and, you know, their rules. I said, but you don't believe in all this. She said, yeah, I do. And I just went, oh, okay. literally, I just went, oh, okay. And so, yeah, I just said, no, thank you. She said, oh, if it gets worse, come back. And I'm for a biopsy. And that's different than an autopsy, okay? I had someone mix an autopsy and a biopsy up one day. It was funny. They said they went for an autopsy. They meant biopsy because obviously they were still talking and alive. So, yeah, I did. I actually said to her, have you looked up like this certain website, and have you typed in this certain thing? You'll find a lot of studies on that. And I said, you could probably help people. And she said, you know what? I will do that in my own time at home. I said, yes, do it at home. Don't try it here. Do it at home in your own time. So, yeah, I've actually hopefully got the doctor thinking. And I believe that the more of us that say something, the more people that are going to like kind of realize they probably already know something's wrong, but it just sort of wakes them that little bit more. Okay, let's get into some of these comments. Love the intro. Excellent, Alex. I'm glad you guys do. I love it too. I'm just sitting here rocking out to the song, you know. Lovely, but up to an awesome live. Is that Freedom Rock playing on the radio? Turn it up, says Geoloft. SC in the house again. Okay, where are we? Good to see and hear you. Thank you. I've also got to thank, hang on. I don't know how far back I've got to go, but I want to thank Shannon, Timmy, and Liam. I'm not sure if I thanked you guys last time, but thank you very much, guys. I do appreciate that. And I got your messages, so I'm taking all the messages into account, and I'm going to go hard on the ums. So, yeah, that's what it's looking like is probably the best course of action for me. Watched your gardening. That snake was beautiful, you reckon? Snakes. Oh. Yeah. I'm lucky I don't see them often. Like my son and I went bushwalking one day when it was quite warm, and we were just walking down. It was a track, like a car. Cars had made a track in the bush. And we just were sorry, that was my finger cracking. We were just walking in the bush, and we just both stopped at the same time. There was a big red belly black snake in the middle of the path. So we just immediately stopped. And then I just said, want to go the other way? And the snake started to, go off on his own. But we just turned around and walked back because we thought, yeah, okay, we don't want to see any more of that. So, yeah, they do freak me out a little bit. Hey, Sherry, how you doing? LA said...
Everything is hunky-dory.
Siri thought I was talking to her. That shows you. They listen no matter what, right? I said, hey, Sherry. Yeah. Wow. Can't help stupid idiots putting masks on dog. Yeah, exactly, LA. I was stunned. Alex said, I'm so glad you told your doctor to go and research. I did. And I said to her, I've been researching like everything that's going on for the last 16 years since I've been sick because I had nothing else to do. And I had to keep myself busy somehow. So, yeah, she was kind of like, but she did say, I'm hearing that a lot, which means other people are saying things, which is good. We need more people to say more, I should have spoken out at the hospital. I should have said something back then. And I'm kicking myself that I didn't, but at least I've started now. And anywhere I go, I'm just going to say things to people. I did say to her, you realise that if it were, we'd have like biohazard suits with an oxygen mask, really? And she didn't disagree with me. That's the thing. Liam said, yeah, I feel the same way. My hackles go up when I know I'm talking with sheeple. Yeah, exactly. It's insane to be part of it, watching this and just thinking, like, what's different between us and these people? Why do we know? Why do they not see it? LA said hemp oil fixes everything. Yeah. What? Sorry, I don't know how to say that. Walden. Okay. WLDN 22 says it's dangerous being so exposed because they know they will go all out. They know they're going to fight back. They really are. Hey, Earth Empress, how you doing? GLF said just ask them to read the data sheet insert in the thingy, this thingy, and ask them if they have ever seen so many side effects. Yeah, it's very strange, that they can't see it. I don't get it, including some of the smartest people I thought were the smartest people, professionals. And I said, do you believe? And I do. And I'm, wow. I couldn't help myself. It just came out. Wow. Hit the like, guys. Yeah, thank you, Alex. Reports coming from, where's that? Ziyan. Bleeding eyes, nose, etc. Wow. Yeah, the hemorrhagic fever, is it? They do bring that out every now and then when they need, the monster. Sorry. I've got to be careful what I say when they need a good scare, Alex said, yeah, he was a big snake. Funny, my brother said tonight he's going to teach my sister and me Python computer programming. Can get £600 a day. Wow. That's interesting, Alex, definitely. Faith saw one the other day with a mask, shield and gloves up to the elbows. Wow. Goodness me. Hey, Missy T, how you doing? Yes, I'm feeling a lot better. Robin said, doctors think that those of us who aren't doctors are stupid, but they're wrong. We're probably smart. Yeah, well, look, if you're sick especially, you tend to do your own research when they turn around and say, sorry, there's no more we can do to help you. And you're like, but you're doctors. You're supposed to help. How can you not help? And then I just went, rightio, and thought, yeah, okay, I'll fix it myself. And so far, I'm starting to fix things. Things are starting to be fixed, which is a good sign. I do believe I'm on the right path. I've just got to go that step further onto the and keep going. I think it will work. Yeah. I've got to look at the right protocol to do things. And for if you are already sick, there is a different protocol, which I'll look into as soon as, actually, that's what my homework for the weekend. I'm cold. It's cold here again. It's 13 degrees Celsius, which is not, well, it's cool, but I'm cold. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Kevin says, I went for a blood test Wednesday. Oh, my God, was told no test. I held my ground, said to the nurse, I'm not wearing a settle for serviette, and told her you can't catch. Yeah, exactly, Kevin. Exactly. Well, see, that's what I did at the hospital. Just nope. Just keep fighting. And if, like I said to the lady, I'll go home. Do you want me to go home? She said, no. And then I'm hearing other hospitals are sending people home. So not sure what's going on there, but yeah. Maddie says doctors all know. They've been doing this for years now. All have had huge, yeah, they have. Well, they have even, the kids ones, and stuff like that. You've got to be careful. Look into things before you just go and do them, because I've found out you can't trust them. You can't trust anything. It's amazing. Alex said, I take 100 milligrams hemp oil a day plus a little extra medicine for the soul. I got the CBD? That it's very expensive here. I've got it, like, you can make your own. So, yeah, I'm looking into all sorts of things at the moment, like including hydroponic vegetable gardening in your home, that sort of thing, all different types of things. So, because I want vegetables too that I can't grow in the garden over winter, that I might be able to grow inside during winter. It's just lights and things that you might need, But I've been looking into it. Okay, where am I up to? Are you sure the doctor wasn't a vet? Yeah, I walked into the vet instead. Oh dear. Well, that's what I was looking like. I was sitting there thinking, why is a dog on the wall with a mask on in the doctor's? It probably does belong in the vet, but still, I don't believe that. I think this is getting ridiculous. That's why I cannot believe people can't see yet. I'm like, how? Like, are you totally closed off? Sorry, guys. Are you totally closed off that you can't even consider a different point of view? I tell my family about it now. My mum, dad, brother, and uncle take it daily too. That's excellent, Alex. Yeah, I wonder if that's the same thing, Faith. I'm asking the same question. Is it the same thing? It might be different because, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. So don't worry, Faith. You don't sound stupid. All questions are viable, and I actually would like to know the same thing too. So, and hey, I know a little bit about it, but not that much. Liam says, Sky News Australia is getting hundreds of thousands of views on their clips. People are learning where to go for truth. Yeah, Liam, to an extent. I'd still be very careful of them. Yeah, because even though, look, a lot of them look like they're reporting on the truth, but they may be spinning it a certain way. I'm just very careful, even with both sides of media, right and left. Yeah, I'm sus, but I might be too cynical. You think hemp is from the seed and the CBD from the leaf? Could be wrong though. Oh, that could be, exactly. Yeah, it could be, because isn't hemp a non-form of like a, what do you call it? It doesn't have the potency of the other one. So hemp is like, you can't really do anything with it, in that sense. But hey, hemp's good for, like, I don't know if you've ever heard of hempcrete, which is bricks made of hemp, which they're solid, fireproof, and all this. It's amazing. When you look into it, it's quite amazing. You got hydroponic veggies with solar. Oh wow, that's amazing that your solar can do that. Or is it just a solar thing with the veggies? Like you've got this little setup just for that? LA said, I found only those who watch TV beyond brainwash and to the max, the whole family, and they'll defend their, yeah, they will. They'll defend them to the death. They really will. Jeff Swig says, hey, Hev, I hear the sativa vegetable plant does well inside under lights. That's good to know. I know they all do that way. They all do well. Yeah, I'm looking at veggies as well, right? So, Timmy, hello, how you doing? Alex said it has so many benefits. People with fibromyalgia have been able to come off prescription meds after using it. I'd recommend looking into it. Interesting. Hang on, my comments section's gone. There it is. I think the TV with the digital change in 2008 did. That's what I think too. Yeah, that's a really good point. WLD NDN. Does that stand for something? It feels like it stands for something. Wendy says, hi, gorgeous lady. How are you, Wendy? Liam says Punjabi. Is that her name? She's awesome. I don't know what her name is. The one on Fox News. Sorry, not Fox. Sky News Australia. Yeah, I'm even careful. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm very careful. Deb said THC, no. Whoop. Where'd I go? Okay, there it is. Faith said, isn't there supposed to be some sort of, yes, there is, event. Yeah, it will happen. I don't think we're quite there. We're very close. I don't know. Have you seen how much is coming out now? By exposing, like, everything's just about exposed nearly. You got BLM, who are, do you know that an evangelist, I think, bought that house for $3 million, was it? $3 million? And sold it to BLM for $5 million. Within a week, they made $2 million. Washing that money much? Yeah, there's a lot of things as teachers are being exposed, the ones who are wanting to teach kids things that kids should not be taught in school. Okay, groomer. That's what you say to them, okay? Honestly, it'll put their ass on the seat. What else have we got? Oh, there's a lot of Democrats fleeing the Democrat Party at the moment too, leaving, you know. Some of them jumping over to the other side to work for them just because of what's going on. Or maybe not. Maybe they're trying to infiltrate again. I don't know. Just be careful. And whoever you vote for, look deeply into that person, okay? You got Clinton, you know, it's all starting to come out. She's been taken to court and everything that's going on with them. More emails are coming out. Podesta, Clinton, Obama, you know, all the usual suspects. And I seen a post earlier. Someone wrote, and I was singing it in Pink Floyd music, you know. Hey, groomers, leave them kids alone. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall, which we're going to break down anyway. So, well done. So they're all showing themselves. All these people who are screaming about being able to teach kids whatever they like. Okay, groomer. Well done. You've just shown yourself. Totally. Okay, where are we up to? So, yeah, I do believe an event's coming, Faith. I do believe that is. And I don't know what it is. But, look, it's starting to come out even on mainstream news, I believe, mostly in the US. You know, UFOs, things like that. So, who knows? Who knows what this event's going to be? But I've eyes open, okay? Just watch for it. Okay, him can be used for so many different things. My dad has a hat made out of it. Yeah, you can get clothing made out of it. It's a very good material with multiple uses. Do you know what I mean? So, much love from South Australia. Hey, Dad. Lithium batteries. Oh, yeah, Liam, the event. Yep. Geolof, believe it or not, most veterinarians can become GPs without any problems, just not the other way around. A vet has to be trained in various bone structure, gastrointestinal systems, and nervous system. I heard that a long time ago. I've even heard people say I'd rather go to a vet than a doctor. Wow. And that was a long time ago. Earth Empress said, I have fibro. Alex came off some horrible meds, microdose cannabis instead, and works 50 times better. Yeah, look, the naturals are going to outwin, you know, win over that big corporations eventually. Definitely. And the more the people say something, the more they know. That's what I mean. You've got to say something. If you have to go to anywhere, say something. The media and regular TV make me sick. I can't even watch it. I really cannot turn. Like, if I turn the news on, I will yell at the TV. You liars, you. Oh, worse. You effing arsehole. Oh, my goodness. Alex said, I would trust a vet more than a doctor. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Wild Indian. Oh, thank you. That's good to know. Wild Indian 22. Okay. That's good to know. Robin said, I used to have sandals made from him. They form to fit the shape of your feet after you wear them for a while. Yeah. Look, you could make a lot of things we make these days, you could make out of hemp. Hey, Shannon, how you going? That's all right. You're a bit late. It's okay. I started half an hour earlier because our clocks went back an hour because we're heading into winter. And I think the rest of the world just went forward an hour. So I don't know what time it is anywhere, guys. I am so sorry. And I wish they'd just keep it the same time so that it didn't have such a drastic change, especially around the world as well, because it's insane. Everything they do is insane. Have you noticed that? Because I have. Look, it's either them or it's me, okay? So, Wild Indian said, can't watch the news. It triggers me because of the lot. Yeah, I'm the same. Yep, Amanda's the same. Yep, wary of MSM. Yep. Alex said, I 100% stand by and recommend those treatments over all, others, which we know is, exactly. It makes you, it doesn't help, okay? It does not help. The ones they want to, Oh, it's really hard because I've got two emails from YouTube in the last 2 days. I'm in trouble, I think. And they said that they don't kick people off without 3 strikes. And there was a channel that just went the other day completely for no reason and was like, really? Are you lying on purpose or do you really not know? These people. So just be aware that, that there is another heaven sent. Go there. But just be aware. I'm just warning because it does feel like it's coming. Lol, Shannon, you're only 10 minutes late. Liam said apt tune. Yeah. Shannon said I was up and waiting as well. Lol, just making the boy breakfast. Oh, yeah. No, look, it happens. And I did go earlier. I'm going at 9 o'clock instead of, I'd normally go at 9:30. But because of the time changes, I just thought I should try and go a bit earlier because I know it's later, especially over in the UK. It's a lot later. Kevin says, let's just hope that whatever is happening, we ain't being played. Oh, I was reading a very good thread on Twitter yesterday, sorry. And it was from Dano. And every time he posts them, I just get grounded again, It's quite good. I'll try and see if I can read it. I don't know if I can. Should I just go all out and too bad if they get rid of me? That's what I feel like. I really do. When people tell me I can't do something, it makes me, menacing muskrat. Sorry, I'll get to you in a sec. I've got to make the mods as I'm going through. I've just read your comment as it came out. I had to delete all the mods because I had a rogue mod. It's coming back. Hang on a sec. Vets have to study 2 years longer than a doctor. Do they really? There you go. You just take it we're being played whether good or bad. That's what I'm more just, I'm sitting back and just waiting and watching and waiting. We're all the Toto from The Wizard of Oz, no pun intended, pulling back the huge curtain. Yes. The more we pull, the more we see. Exactly, Wendy. The truth about Ukraine's out there. Yes. They're reporting one thing. It's the opposite, I told you. Turn the news upside down. You'll be closer to the truth. That's how you got to view it. I'm telling you now. Yes, I agree, Liam. I can't read that out, but I agree with you fully. 70 watching and only 50 likes. Hit the like, guys. Kevin said, I have a pair of budgie smugglers made out of hemp. And they're like, I don't know if you guys know Speedo men's swing costumes. They're called budgie smugglers here in Australia. Yes, I flick through the headlines for the day just to see the latest lies. So horrid, yep. Scat Pack, how you doing? Yikes on the snake. I know. Hey, Burnaby Lee, how you doing? Marie said, I heard it's harder to become a vet than a doc. How hard is it to fill people up with meds? The last couple of years, I don't trust docs at all. Don't seem to care. Just write it out, you know. Here you go. Just go and take that. Yep. Liam said, didn't know they mess with time outside of the States. It's meant to keep us, I think it's to keep us on edge, to be honest. There we go. Menacing Muskrat. Okay. I'm slowly giving them back, guys. I just had to delete them all because I couldn't work out what was happening. But I rewatched my live and I looked at all the comments and I seen what was happening. So no problem. So if you're missing your little wrench, just hang in there. I'll get to you. As it comes up, I'll give you it back. Missy T said 8 years of vet, 6 years to doctor to there you go. Hey Freddie, how you doing? Tim said, oh, where'd it go? Hang on. Where did that go? Oh, grew up in the country. My dad is a large animal vet. Vets are trained in human triage. No doctors for 100 miles. You'd be surprised how many house calls my dad made. Lol. See? Look, whoever can, can do things will be called on to do things. And in the end, these people that didn't help anyone are going to be shown up. So let me know, Menacing Muskrat, if you got your little wrench back. Make sure. Because I'm just reading, how come I'm not a mod? I know, I'm so sorry. Deanne said hemp was big business in England. Many uses, government had to shut it down. Can't have a business in your country doing well for hundreds of years, You have to use business abroad. Yeah. They just, look, it's their mates. And it's all, I believe a lot of it's washing money, in the laundry, Oh, dear. Shannon said someone got booted for something they said on a different platform, not actually the platform they got booted on. Yeah, they're doing that too. Yeah. Well, I got an email from YouTube saying, people are concerned about some of your comments. Please respond to this survey. So I gave it to them. Yeah, I did. And if I see it, please do this survey, I'm like, I'm in. And I'm going to tell you all about it, mate. And I do. And everyone else should too. I think that's, look, a lot of people on the conservative side or well, it doesn't even mean the conservative side. Just a lot of people don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to say things. They don't want to, we kind of have to. You don't want to be a Karen, okay? But we kind of all have to start going, no, like they do. Otherwise, we won't. If we do that, we're going to be much louder than they are. Put it that way, okay? They'll know. Right, what's dinging now? Sorry, I've got to try and ignore the phones. They ding, and I realised last week I was half the time looking at my phone because it kept lighting up and dinging, and I shouldn't do that. It's like I've got ADHD. Yeah, so people do get booted for what they even post on different platforms. Yep, thumbs it up, folks. Thank you. Nurse says Menacing Muskrat. And Alex says, I was put on citalopram for depression years ago. It made me worse. I took myself off it. Oh, yeah. Do you know what? They tried that for me for IBS, and they said, oh, yeah, antidepressants work for that. I said, my stomach's not depressed, and neither am I. And they tried, and every one of them I had a bad reaction to. I was either sleeping all the time or I was manic. And it was like, yeah, what the hell is this, you know? Yeah, so it made you worse. You took yourself off it after them strongly recommending stay on it. No thanks. I'm 1,000% better from stepping away from that. Yeah, exactly. Look, I don't think it helps anymore. People need to realise that. Those people aren't there to help you anymore. If they ever were. I believe they mean well, that they want to, but I believe they're taught in a different way that won't let them, if that makes sense. Okay. Wild Indian said Bitchute needs a live channel. Yeah, they do. They do. They all do. Like free live. Because I can go free live here. I can on Odysee, but then everyone sort of has problems because it loads a lot and it does it. But it can only improve, I suppose, from here, you know. I was saying on a video on Rumble, Bitchute, and Odysee yesterday, I've had it. Not to hear, to hear. I've had it. Enough. Come on. Let's go, Brandon. Oh my God. Like when they say like push to the edge, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah. How far? How far to the, I mean, I know it's right to the edge. I'm nearly over it. My goodness. But that's just me. I'm getting a bit, come on. But I know it's happening because you can see it happening, okay? It's just slow. And it's mostly because of the people who are still, you know, it's just like grab them and go, wake up. Oh, dear. Howdy, David from Western Australia. How you doing? Scapack said, just say what you mean and mean what you say. No more. No more. Hang on. I've got to move that up. No more walking on tater chips or eggshells. Yep. We have more love than they think. We can conquer all things with it. Yep. Yeah, Republic Knuckle, you said the same thing. F YouTube. And censorship, never censor yourself for others. Republic Knuckle, did you have a spanner? Did you want a spanner? I can't now I'm having trouble remembering. Selena, I've got to give you, okay, Selena. Is that right? Republic Knuckle. Were you a mod do you want? Did I get your PayPal top up to make the tax they took out for you? Yes, thank you, Alex. I did. The buggers. I can't believe they did that. And they did nearly half it. The whole, like, because if you put all of the super chats together, it went down to like, it was like, wow. Huh. Okay, what have we got? Alex said, I'm sorry, I'm going back and forward in the chat because I got StreamYard open here where I can see the recent chat, and then I can see, because I can't see every single comment on the StreamYard, I have to go into YouTube and push live chat, full chat to see it all. So, and I'm keeping an eye on it. So that's what's going on if you think I'm going back and forward between recent comments and old comments. Okay, where are we up to? How's everyone doing? Glad you're feeling better. Thank you, Republic Knuckles Sandwich. I've said before, but apparently Theresa May's husband Philip owns the biggest cannabis farm in the UK. Yet they make it illegal for the public. Not for long. Yeah. No, it's rules for me, but not for me, to them. That's another thing we're seeing. It's very exposed, that one, that they have different rules than we do. And instead of people just sitting back going, yeah, I know. No, speak up. Don't just sit back and go, yeah, it's always been that way. We'll never be able to change it. Speak up. You won't change it if you just sit there quiet. We won't. Shannon said, opportunity missed to test your machete and bush tucker skills. I should have, but I didn't even want to get that close to the thing. I'm a wuss when it comes to snakes, even if they're going slow, right? I'm still like, that's why I was watching it. I wanted to see I wanted to make sure it went away. And then when I wasn't looking, it came back around the backyard over to next door. It was going that way, and then it went that way into next doors under their house. So, and he said, if I see it, it's gone. Okay, where I'm up to. Selena says, I caught you. Republican Uncle said lots of politicians and excuse monopolies, the weird in Canada. Yeah. Yep. That's what, like, as soon as government or corporations get involved, they stuff whatever they're dealing with, right? Whether it's food, you know what I mean? Everything. They really do. Lots of politicians and, I read that one. Budgie smugglers are known in Florida as banana hammocks. There you go. Or banana hammocks. Banana hammocks. Kevin says the royals in UK are the biggest. Yeah, they are. Dealers, yeah. Arms, people, drugs, you name it. Like, in fact, most of ours are by high-ups. They're the biggest ones. And you've got intel agencies and stuff that, wow. What a world we live in, hey? How is it that this world is run this way? Crazy. It's crazy, Kev. We've all been living a massive life forever, and only more and more people are breaking out of the matrix, so to speak. Yes, exactly. Menacing Muskrat said, thank you, got my wrench. That was one big snake. I would have had a heart attack. Yeah, I don't like them. I really don't like them. They scare me, okay? Oh, I am scared of snakes. I'm not all fearless and all stuff. I'm scared of snakes. But if I had a shovel, which I would have had to run up the back and not watch that snake and see where it was going, right? This is my thought process. If I go up and get the spade or shovel, I can't see where that thing's going. I want to keep an eye on it. Republican Uncle said grape smugglers. Banana hammocks. Yeah. Hey, Demelza, how you going? Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I am, thank you. Republican Uncle Sandwich says, then trying to pass censorship laws and I'm over their censorship. Pull the whole thing down if you're going to do this. Seriously? Give us 10 days. I'm actually looking forward to it now, because I know if that does happen, then I really, you really know for sure there's things going on. Oh, by the way, on the 12th, which is, I think it's Tuesday here, Monday or Tuesday on the 12th, my internet and phone go out for a day. Yeah, they're doing repairs or something. We'll see what happens there. So there will be a couple of days this week. Probably I won't be doing videos. I've been getting calls every day, some from Biological Place trying to get me to allow them to do some testing on me. I told them to F off. They keep calling. Scary. Oh, no, Sherry. Really? Oh, I've been getting calls from superannuation places. I told them not to call me again. They're still calling me. I'm going to start blocking their numbers. Wild Indians said they want you on medication because they can call you crazy if you're taken court. Yeah, exactly. And Liam said, let that sink in. Yep. Shannon said, wenches with wrenches. Don't boot me, lol. Yeah. No, we're all right. Hopefully my mods take that good-hearted. Scatpack said we have to teach people how to deal with their feelings again and face whatever questions come about. We have to talk to each other and give time to our children. Love goes a long way. Exactly, Scatpack. We do. We need to people need to deal with their feelings a lot too. I believe online. Like, it's not up to someone else. If you don't like the video, turn it off. If you don't agree with the people, turn it off. I do. And I told YouTube that. I don't whinge about them. I get offended all the time and I just turn it off. You can't be responsible for someone else. You really can't. And people, that's what I mean by we've all been softened so much that words hurt us now. There used to be a saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. We had that for a reason. Now all these people are offended by everything and they trigger themselves by watching stuff that triggers them. Turn it off. It's easy. Wow. And look, I do believe in censorship to an extent, if you want to put it that way. I believe in illegal speech and speech that would harm children and things, to possibly, like, anything that shows children being harmed should not be allowed on any platform at all. But that, I believe, is illegal. And that's why it shouldn't be allowed. Not that it's censorship so much, but that it is illegal to do that kind of thing. Although the Democrats are trying to make it legal. And so, like, all around the world, the liberal, the global side, if you want to put it that way, okay? It's not even left and right. It's just like this global weirdness. All nicely packaged and programmed by the UN and all their little lackeys and, you know, those big world corporation things. And it's been done over a long time. I was even watching the 60s Twilight Zone again, and I just thought, no wonder people are the way they are. Like, you know, it's just like all the drama in that women were made to look weak and not like because every time you see a mouse, you know, things like that. Like it does happen, but I believe that we've steadily been programmed. And when you see it and you go back and watch old shows, you can kind of see it throughout all of them too. And it's crazy to see. Crazy journey we're on reminds me back in the day going to my first rave, didn't know what was going on. Well, yeah, and sometimes I still feel that way. I'm like, what the? It's like information overload. So I've got to go like, okay. And that's why I liked Dano's post the other day, which I should actually have a look at and read. Because it does sort of ground you back down again. You go, okay, yep, okay. Because I know this is happening to an extent. Oh, tell me I bookmarked it. Tell me I bookmarked it, please. I've got a lot of bookmarks in there. Oh, yeah. Thoughts for the day. If we look at the entirety of drops as a whole, the pure complexity and accuracy of them tells us a couple of things given past, current, and expected upcoming events. Initially, the only two ways for the accuracy to be what it is either we see accurately into the future, aka looking glass, which we know is only semi-accurate, or current events are following the script of what the posts lay out, aka future-proving the past. So talking the latter, that means we're watching a completely scripted show. In my opinion, the deeds are all done before the first drop. What we're doing is the option that will cause the least bloodshed as people wake up. Any other path was likely to end up in a shooting civil war, which would have killed tens of millions, if not more. What does that mean? This, right? The virus, Ukraine, inflation, stolen election, all of it was not only allowed to happen, most likely was encouraged. These events, and I'm going to get deleted, and the even crazier ones to come are the only way to break the uber brainwashed out of their review. How do you say that? Out of their rut, okay? It had to happen this way, and this way only. Remember, we're in a World War III, information war. Casualties were inevitable. How many was the real question? Think of all the movie references or the actor references, then take into account the differences noticed in most of the players. Face shapes changed, ears, nose, brow ridges, the whole thing, teeth. Those who cooperated are alive and playing their part. Those that didn't have been replaced by lookalike actors, Mr. JB being the prime example, but there are plenty of others if you have the eyes to see. What makes a great show? Great actors. This is what we're in the middle of. The greatest show that mankind has ever seen. Sometimes you have to show them, because you certainly can't tell them. I've tried. So hunker down, be ready to weather some rough times. Be best to all that you are close to, both emotionally and distance-wise, as your neighbours will need a strong hand in the near future. I can't read. Be that hand, be the best. Your family and friends will be overwhelmed and confused again. Be best to them as well. We have been given it all, more so than we know. Let me add a couple of things that have occurred to me as clarifications or even source. First, in reference to those who are doubled, etc., this will be a good guide to let you know the way that person went. Lots of COVID cases in the news recently, more high-level folks too. And that shows you the quarantine, what it actually means. And I don't know if you were around in the older days when if they tested positive, it was confession, deals, and it'll be played out in the public eye, okay? So if you tested negative, there's nothing. No confession, you're going to go all out and the world's going to see. Self-quarantine means detained, questioned. CV, sorry, that was self-quarantine CV exposure, detained and being questioned. Self-quarantine under house arrest with the boot on, okay? It's code. RA Project Looking Glass, I believe that was utilised before anything was done to help plan out the script. That are the drops. If we make this choice here, what effect will that have on outcome type of thing? The whole plan was crafted that way to maximise effectiveness and minimise fatalities for innocents. Again, the only way it could be done. RE devolution. Devolution is the legal political side of this plan. It can, and I believe is working side by side. These ideas are not mutually exclusive at all. They can and do run concurrently along with other parts of the plan to form the whole that I'm trying to describe. Again, a minute versus the 40,000-foot picture. When you look at it from really, like you take a big step back and you stop getting involved in all the little details, then you realise what's happening. That is mainly if you've been reading the board or know about the board. Okay, I've got a cat scratching at the door. Hang on, guys. Right, where are my glasses going over that? I've got earphones. Oh, bloody. Because I was listening to my own intro. Hang on, guys. I just got to let the cat in. Kitty cat. Who was running amok on me yesterday. Yeah, who changed telephone settings, and I don't know how or what you did. And here he comes. Oh, dear. He's going to jump. My cuppa's there on a candle. What are you doing? You crazy little man. Sorry, guys. Oh, it's all going on. Do you know there's not enough room here for you? You're looking at the camera. Look up here. Look. Oh, look. Hello. Say hello. Hello, people. Humans. Oh, I just want to head bump mum. Okay. Sorry, guys. Get back to these comments. GLF said in the good old days, it was common practice to face your accuser. Now it's some guy in the shadow the authority can't find when you press them. Amazing how that works. Where are you going? Don't walk on the phone again. Oh, dear. Alex said they want to make people take all sorts of damaging prescription, medication to keep them forever. Patience. Hey, hang on. Lanazi, Ohio, how you going? Yeah, Republic, interesting times. Hey, Susie, how you doing? You have a hemp dress too. Ah, see, look, you can make all sorts of clothes out of them. A lot of material. You could even like make upholstery out of hemp. Oh yeah, Shannon. Yeah, by the PayPal thing too. I did thank you at the beginning of this video. Yeah, at the very beginning. You, Liam, and Timmy. Yep, that's it. Yep, facing accuser is key to law. Yep, thumbs it up, folks, from Menacing Muskrat. Hey, Marcus, how you doing? You're my Aussie trooper. Oh, thank you. I'm a tired trooper right now. I'm tired and I'm like, I'm up to you. But look, I'm still here for the long haul. As long as it takes, I'm here. Wendy said, I went through childhood trauma when I was younger, and just from personal perspective, I can't and will never speak how others feel. But for me, I think it made me ready for this moment in time. Okay, look, anyone who's been through trauma, I think, well, most people who do come out, and then if you concentrate on any of this, it does drive you. It does make you ready for it. It makes you stronger. Yeah, that's what it's done to me. What all that I've been through, and there's a saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, yeah, I'm there. I still have my moments, but I'm pretty strong, especially when it comes to I'm stubborn the way I think. Republican Uncle said I would be a terrible mod. I'd never censor anyone. Well, that's the kind of mods we need. only those, those stupid little comments that have the little 3 letters, a dot, and then another 3 letters. Oh, I found a new one in my comments section of my last video. Yeah, and I went, is that just another language, or is that actually a bot? And then I went, no, that's a bot. Alex said, bunch of hypocritical bastards. Yeah, exactly. Snakes in Australia are serious, though. I wouldn't duck with them either. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're quite, some of them are dead, absolutely deadly. God has hardened their hearts so we can see who they are. Yeah, exactly. It's so exposed. Everything is so exposed right now. I can't understand how people still can't see it, how they still believe mainstream media and everything they're told. I just don't get it. Profits of war, drugs, oil, people, minerals, etc. Yeah, exactly. They deal in a lot of stuff. Hey, Kathy, how you doing? Yeah, they're certainly recognizable. They stand out now because, they're shouting. They're shouting it. Maria said, we're nearly at the tipping point and people are waking, albeit slowly. Yep. And there will be an event that does shock most people into it. Republican Knuckles said, Elon buying Twitter kind of funny. It's weird. Yeah, it is. I know, because he's like, well, he kind of is for free speech, but then, which side's this guy on, grey in the middle, the grey area. Lanazi said, we do know who to stay away from and who to watch closely. Yeah, exactly. Susie said, I'm still traumatized by the snake you found in your garden. Maybe it's a Catholic thing, but they give me the heebie-jeebies. And I don't know anyone who doesn't have a snake story. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like snakes. Wild Indian said Elon is top spy with the electric eye. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Lanazi said all God's children will awaken. Yep. Yeah, Elon's weird. I can't he kind of, to me, I don't know if is he a real person? He looks like a bit of a robot, like kind of like Mark Zuckerberg, but like, I don't know. Sometimes I think, is he a real person? Like, seriously? Selena, yes, I gave you your mod back. Yep. Republican Uncle said, but who knows what's his game? Yep. That was one huge snake. I'm happy to live in the far north. Yep. You wouldn't get snakes, like if it snowed a lot or cold a lot. You probably wouldn't get them because they can't move. They need the sun to warm them up. Alex said, yes, Maria, that pendulum is about to swing the other way. And as we get closer and closer, I think time is speeding up, and I've thought this for a while. Exactly. Kathy said, thank you, Hev. I needed to laugh. Love you. Oh, God love you. Republican Knuckles said, I agree with that type of censorship. It's a crime. I just meant censor speech. I find it. Yeah, look. Okay, just because you've got different ideas, you shouldn't be censored, but there's a criminal part where it does. It's criminal. So, yeah, it should be censored. So that's the only kind of censorship I agree with, is like if someone is threatening to murder someone else, or, well, that's a threat. You're not supposed to do that. Yeah, other than that, but it's up to people themselves inside to be stronger. And you have to be. Otherwise, you're just going to crumple into a heap and cry and not be good for anyone. And you can't do that. Oh, dear. There's some people that I think would do, would just crumple into a heap and fall apart. That's what I think. Yeah, but the muskrat Hev lives in the part of Australia where it snows. What's up with that? Whatever next? Snakes in the Arctic? No, because it gets really hot in summer here too sometimes. It didn't this summer. But, like, we don't get, like, snow all the time here in winter. Like, it's here and there. We can get it and sometimes we don't. So, like, Australia's mostly a warm country. That we do have snowfields, but it also does warm up enough in summer for the snakes to come out. So we get the extremes. Selena said, woohoo, thanks, Hev. No worries, Selena. Alex said, I think Elon must know the dome is real. Hopefully he will spill the beans, but I wouldn't trust any of them. Yeah, I am just sitting back and watching everything. It's the best way, because you can normally work out what's going on when you sit back and just watch everything and go, rightio, that's happening, this is happening, this is happening. The next day you'll find out a little bit more information, which will back up, it just seems to be that way. They pass laws here in Colorado, US, now legal for assisted suicide and abortion up to birth. Sick. Yeah, they've done that here, I believe, in Australia as well. Yep. Selena said, I'm watching ×2 speed to catch up. I'd sound like a chipmunk. Lanazi said, I just watch everyone and pass no judgment because we don't know who's being real or who's playing a good or bad part. I'll wait for God to reveal all. Trust no man. He said, yeah, exactly. Whoops, what have I done there? I've clicked on something. There we go. He's sketchy for sure, but some shit he says is funny. Yeah, exactly. Republican Uncle said the big reveal. Yeah. The most I'd ever do is a timeout, and only after several warnings. One time many years ago, I banned the wrong person, so I don't do that anymore. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just, when you know how it feels, And unless they're like swearing, abusing, or, full on, I don't like banning anyone either. And in fact, I think it was it Jezza the Jester or something? I didn't even end up banning them in the end. I don't know if they blocked me because I couldn't find them. But anyway, because there you go. So, I mean, and I threatened it that day, but I didn't do it. Republican Uncle said I've been timed out and banned. It sucks. Yeah, it does. I don't think I've been timed out or banned. I don't know. I could have been. Shannon said all the movies are in play. Guardians of the Pedos, Panic in DC, and you know the thing. Yeah, exactly. Shove it under the pressure. Shove it under the pressure. Biden and BLACKHEATH. That thing. Whatever the hell that is. Selena said, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Definitely. I need to get my dentures resized. I'm starting to do the thing you get where the air gets in. Oh, Killary is a fine example for her height varies from 5 foot to 6 foot and 10 stone to 15. Yeah. Like, you know, some people just, you can tell they're not the same person. Oh, yeah, no, Republican Knuckle was saying, not here, but many other places, yep. Susan said a cat would be an easy snake snack. Yeah, well, I don't know. My cat plays with them. She was playing with a brown snake. And I don't know, yeah. And Susie says, hi, Kitty. And Menacing Muskrat said, aren't you worried about your cats and that huge snake? Yeah. But look, hang on. What's going on here? Show. Okay. See, that's what I missed out on last time. Yeah, they're hiding. It's Google hiding comments. Yeah, my cats, I don't know. They can hold their own against a snake. Not that I encourage it, but one of my cats was out and there was a brown snake. A kid come running up and said, you got cats out and there's a snake coming through your yard. And I couldn't get it back in. Because if you run after a cat, they're going to run away. It's just simple as that. You can't. I was trying to call her and be sweet and everything. Food. And then I ended up just picking up some dry food and throwing it at both of them to try and distract them. But that could have worked out bad for my cat in the end, see? So I've got to be careful. But I don't know what to do. Look, if you were allowed to be armed, I'd just shoot the thing. So that's best I could do. Oh, dear. Sometimes messages get flagged. It may take time to get to, but we'll be shown this is a free speech chat. Yeah, exactly. That's what I like. And that's why I got on YouTube today, because when it hides them, when Google hides them, they show up to me, but they show hide or show, and I want to show. So, Republican Uncle Sandwich said is guaranteed income if yearly doses, good business model. Yeah. Hey, Dolores, how you going? Yeah, not had a problem with mods here. Few live chats and Twitter, etc. Yeah. Yeah, Hev's the one who decides if someone or something gets deleted or hidden. Yep. Cat14 said, yep, I believe this is the show. Yeah, I do too. Biden going down, think he'll be gone soon. Yeah, well, they're all throwing him under the bus. They're all reporting on it now. And when they called us all conspiracy theorists a year ago, they're now reporting on it, so it looks like he's getting thrown under the bus. So, and some people just believe that Obama will step back in. Yep, they all smoke crack. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Bunch of crackheads. Shannon said, just wait until they find out most of the Hollywood stars. Yeah, trans Baphomets. Yeah. I've been looking closer at the shows that I've been watching, even back to the 60s, and just really, there's some people you go, is that a man or a woman? Because that looks like it could be a man. And I know there's some manly women and womanly men and stuff, but yeah, it does make you think, and it makes you look closer. Kathy says, I have a pet snake named Edelweiss. Is that right? Oh. Alex said, I almost felt sorry for Biden when that violin music was playing. He was on another planet. But then I remembered what he's done. Exactly. Don't feel sorry for them. When people find out what they've done, it's just going to be, oh, my God. Susie said the most disgusting porn is flooding all kinds of live chats these days. And when it comes in, you feel a shift in the chat. It's diabolically driven, definitely meant to destabilize. Yeah, well, that kind of thing needs, straight away. I don't want any pee in my chat. Any porn. Yeah, I don't want any of that in my chat. That snake was misunderstood. It just wanted a hug. Yeah, it can go hug someone else, not me. Pat Ryan said Elon Musk is not a self-made billionaire. His father owned a huge emerald mine. He's just an actor. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, they nest in winter, yep. Wendy said, I think those who don't see it are the worldwide MK Ultra experiment. Yeah, exactly. That was funny because I was watching a missing, they normally do like, not missing. Well, they do missing encrypteds and things like that. And he came out with an MK Ultra video and I was like, whoa, on you, mate. It's good when people just randomly come out with stuff. If he sniffs children on camera, goodness only knows what he does behind closed doors. Hopefully the laptop makes it and everyone investigating Kilroy. Yeah, well, what about his daughter or granddaughter? Her diary. Menacing Muskrat said, I feel bad for the sleepers. I do in a way too, because you know what? They're going to get a big shock. Wild Indian said they have their own people say things racist for censorship, just like January 6th ordeal. Exactly. They do. They insert, like, crisis actors aren't just for one thing. You can use them in all sorts of things. And, yeah. Oh, they've been playing us for a long time. Shannon said false flags, all the wars were started. Yeah, exactly, by them. Yeah. Republican Knuckles said 10-cent bot army. Damn spam bots always try to ruin a good cause. Yeah, they do. Oh, they're disgusting, honestly. Okay, where am I? I'm way back, guys. Sorry. Where am I? Hey, Wheezy, how you doing? Hang on. Where am I? Go back. Oh, can't get right in the middle of it. There we go. Have any of you guys seen the Jimmy Savile doc on Netflix? I don't think Charles will ever be king. I think there's more to be revealed there. Definitely, Susie. Definitely. They made a Savile movie. That's gross. Yeah, okay. A documentary about him, I suppose. I don't know, but yeah, they won't. I don't think that'll tell you everything. Make them all to stand up in front of the world and take all their clothes off before we string them up. Yeah, well, to me, the emperor already has no clothes. They're all standing there naked for everyone to see it, you know. 8 movies are going to be released by the White. I think we're watching like 1 or 2 or 3 of them now. Because you got the Alien, you got the Political, and you got the poor kids in the middle. You know, poor children coming out. All that's starting to slowly, like the teachers, they're exposing themselves. The more they yell about wanting to teach things that kids shouldn't be taught in school, the more they're showing themselves exactly what they are. Republican Knuckles said that is a perfect word for the cluster he caused. Yep. Shannon said, get Pelosi's dentures after she's... no, I wouldn't put them in my mouth. Oh, no. They probably taste like alcohol. She's just 3 sheets to the wind most of the time. Wild Indian said, really don't watch documentaries on big platforms because I think they're trying to run some disinformation. I do too, Wild Indian. Really? I do. I'm the same. I don't like the mainstream documentaries because I just think, yeah, what's the spin on this one? What's the spin on that one, you know? Geoloff said, we fry those yard sausages down here in Florida. Republican Knuckle, yes, Savile looked evil. He looked evil. Yeah. Lisa said, good evening, Tennessee. How you going, Lisa? Trying to catch a cat is like trying to catch a chicken, lol. Yeah, exactly. You chase after it, it's running the other way. They think it's a game, like some dogs do. Republican Knuckles says snake is too rubbery. I couldn't imagine eating one. Susie said, Hev, do you live with autoimmune issues like fibro or ME? Yeah, I've got something. I never follow through on the blood tests or anything because they're not getting my blood. And then I don't, I've said no thank you to a biopsy for skin cancer and a CT scan. And I'm like, I don't trust yous. I'm sorry. Not you personally, love, but I don't trust yous. So, yeah, I've thought that for a long time. And then when they gave me the medication, they said, oh, you must have an autoimmune disease. And I just went, oh, yeah, okay. And they'd sent me for a blood test, but I never went for it. So I don't know what I've got. I really don't think I want to know. I'll treat it. I'll work it out. Either that or I'll drop dead. If God's going to take me, look, it's my time. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. But I ain't going near them with any of their stuff. But yeah, I think I do, Susie. I just don't know what it actually is. Missy said you can see them disappearing quickly. Demelza said, yes, we saw the Jimmy Savile documentary. They missed stuff out, like the eyeball jewelry. Yeah. Oh, they'll miss a whole lot out. They'll spin it a certain way, try and make it not look as bad as it was, or, oh, no, those people weren't involved, or, yeah, I have very little faith in the mainstream media. Chickens are actually easier than catching cats. Yeah, Republic Knuckle. Missy said Charles declined to go to court when called to go. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's not admitting guilt much, is it? Dolores said him getting thrown under the bus makes me nervous about what comes next. Yeah. I think, yeah. Whatever happens, just hang in there, okay? We'll get through it. We'll get through it. Kat said the Bond girls are probably meant. Well, it wouldn't surprise me. Seriously, I was watching, the 60s Twilight Zone, and even there I thought, huh, that looks a little like a man. Wild Indian said, I think Savile belongs to the Royal Jester Masonic group. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of little offshoots of Freemasonry that people don't realise. And there's a female, what was it called? I can't remember. They've got a female version. Republican Knuckles said, I got banned in 2019 for tweeting the Biden story. There you go, see? He sent a letter instead. Wow. Yeah, Demelza, forgot about that in the necros. Yeah, exactly. Dead people. Hey, he had his dead mum living in his house for a few weeks too. Yeah, I think there's something really wrong about that. Sorry, guys, I'm way back in the comments. Okay. Alex said Savile was a horrific-looking creature with those creepy glasses and that cigar. The only way he made it so far is because he was a supply chain like Epps who didn't kill himself. Yeah, exactly. Yep. And he had it all, like, who was he to have it all over everybody? You know what I mean? To be in with the royals and Shannon said a really tight hug, from the snake, would have completely constricted on me. Alex said they're all connected, yep. And Selena said most of them are related too, which is, yes, it is. It's a very good point. Whether related through like long lost relos and stuff, a lot of them are related. Selena says sports, actors, TV, etc. Yep. Gerloff said, if you don't believe Hollywood, Motown and DC aren't bedfellows, you're not paying attention. Sean Penn and Julia Child was a top asset. Who would suspect the cook? Yeah, exactly. Kat said, I still trust it. Hang on and keep your vibe up. Exactly. Demelza said, yes, he looked demonically possessed. Shudders. Yeah, it was that Jimmy Savile. Yeah, I never liked the look of that man. Never. Menacing Muskrat said, Rothschild dollars machine is wars. They support both sides. They always have. Yep. Pat said Obama's been in charge of Joe the whole time, and Joe adores him. Yes, he does. Shannon said, don't trust Netflix. Obamas are involved. Yeah, they bought shares in that. And wasn't Susan Rice? Was she the other one? There was another one. And I think it was Susan Rice or something. I firmly believe Obama is dead and this is the show. Yeah, because even he looks different. Not a lot different, but he does look a bit different. Unless he is playing his part. Because Obama's one I haven't quite been able to say just decisively that that's a different person. But I haven't looked that closely at him either. He makes me sick. Selena said, what are they doing to Biden is flat-out elder abuse. They need prison. Yeah, but don't feel sorry for him either because he's done a lot of bad stuff. And we heard in the beginning he was playing dumb and kooky and like dementia, you know. Alex said, these creepy monsters are so desperate because they know what's coming. That's probably why they have reinstated Obama, to try and get more people on side as they know people are waking. Yeah, exactly. Let's go, Brandon held some weight. Yeah, it did. Menacing Muskrat said, Rockefellers support petroleum-based drugs and made naturalist healers as wax. Yeah, it's all dollars. Remember that rally that POTUS said when he mentioned big P harm A? Yeah, exactly. Yep, Geolof, don't forget, Obama is hired on with Netflix. He is. Republican Uncle said in Canada Parliament, Chrystia Freeland said something about Putin and Russian military being destroyed for democracy. Rhetoric is strong here on Butcher, is it? I call it Butcher. Booker? Butcher. I don't know what the name of the place is called, but yeah, you got to turn it upside down of what they're telling you, and it's true. It's coming out all over Twitter now. It's not the Russians. Republican Uncle said in Canada Parliament, oh yeah, I read that one. Shannon said Rothschilds made the science community say oil comes from dinosaur fossil fuels. Truth is oil is the second most plentiful liquid on Earth. It's a natural process and it replenishes over time. It does. And quicker than they say, we're not going to run out of oil. More fear. Fear. That's what I see everywhere now. What is it? The Deltacron's out in Australia now. There's a new variant. It's called the Deltacron. Deltacron. Deltacon? Yeah, sounds more like it. And people believe it. Oh, shit. And I'm going, how many more is going to come out before you go, oh, look, okay. Same as with these things. How many more till enough's enough? Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. Susie said Savile had the Hansberg jaw. Lots of people think Savile and Peter Sellers. Oh, yeah. Snake is rubbery but works in a pinch if you're really hungry. Oh, yeah. I suppose if you were desperate, a snake could do. Oh, I don't even like the thought of it. Dolores said, you sound just like me, Hev, when it comes to going to doctors. Yeah. Well, we're not the only ones because my doctor said a lot of people are saying the same thing. Where am I at? Whoops. Got to be careful or it'll go out of... They need the popular bloke back in the front seat, although we all know he's been running the show. Yeah, in the back. He was the basement buddy, you know. He was in the basement when they said, Mr. T's in the basement. No, He was in the basement talking into Joe's earpiece, telling him what to say. That's why we got shove it under the pressure and better calf care. I think he meant better health care, and I think he meant a show of international pressure. But it came out of shove it under the pressure. So, oh my God, I can speak Biden. Oh dear. Is that, can I speak dementia? Is that what it means? I don't know what he is, but I think he's putting it on, to be perfectly honest. Wendy said, I'm in the UK just watching an old TOTPS episode from 1992. The symbolism and transgenderism is all there in plain sight. Talk about in your face. Thank God we woke up. Yeah, I agree, Wendy. Kat said, I'm having a smoke with you, Hev. Yeah, that's a big weakness of mine is smoking. Can't be president again. He did 2 terms. Will he insert the next one and run them as well from the basement in their ear? I don't know. Yeah. One sec, guys. It's all there. That's just my son. Do you want to say hello? No? Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, Camel Toe and Pelosi won't make it with the American people. Yeah. Yeah, Kamala and Pelosi are just, well, a lot of them are like, I don't know. Shannon said Austin Powers told us, that's a man. Yeah, that's a man. What are you trying to do? Selena said Eastern Star, Rainbow Girls, Masonic. That's it, Eastern Star. Yes, that's it. Republican Knuckle, yep. Wild Indian, yep. Eastern Star. Republican Knuckle said, don't think Mr. T be back in 2020. Oh, all that's going through too at the moment. They're overturning things in that regard. So that's all happening in the background, but I'm watching it on Twitter, and different states are now pulling up, like doing the same thing as Florida's doing in a way. There's a lot of states that are now starting to open carry. You're at 2024, you meant? No, I reckon it'll be sooner. And I do believe that this year's election will go and it'll be completely tipped over to the other side, because that's what I'm seeing and reading. Like, people are leaving, they're fleeing that party and going to the other side. But that's where you got to be careful who you're voting for, because just because they say they are of the other side, you've still got to research into them to see what they actually stand for. And you want freedom of speech and pretty much freedom and rights back, not taking more off people. Alex said, Shannon, I can hear the quote in my head. Menacing Muskrat said, female is Eastern Star and Daughters of the Nile. Oh, okay. There you go. Missy T said he was with his mum for 5 days in his flat. That's right. She was gone. What was he doing? And you know what he's into, so they're right, really. What was he doing? I don't even want to. God help us. How did we get here? How did we actually get here? Susie said at the turn of the century, there were more homeopaths and doctors, and drug companies weren't making money, so the AMA shut them down. The rest of the world followed. Yeah, exactly. And they made them out to be, well, they're not legit. They're the, what is it, the snake oil salesman. Well, actually, that was what they were in the beginning. Pharma companies, they were the snake oil. Missy T said he kept all her clothes. Ooh. Kat said even Madonna and Ellen DeGeneres were cousins. Did you see I put it up on Rumble and Bitchute the other day, the Madonna video? Wow. She looks weird. I don't think that's her. Shannon said, do they reinstate the banned accounts after their comments are proven correct? No, they don't. Fake news, fake history, fake religions. This whole world is a lie. As Mr. Squiggle tells us, upside down, upside down. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mr. Squiggle used to do that. We have a thing in Australia. We used to have a kids' TV show with a little puppet with a pencil nose, and it used to draw, like, used to get sent in like a line and a squiggle, and it used to make a picture out of it, right? His name was Mr. Squiggle. And he used to have to say, turn it upside down now, and you'll see the picture. And you did. It was quite well done, really. Susie Fraser said they were related to the RF. Geoloff said Ghislaine Maxwell and Marina are sisters. Work that one out and it all comes together. Wow, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Even cousins. Do you know what I mean? Even cousins and affairs, illegitimate children, and there's lots of them. Republican Knuckles said Charles and Philip, creepy looking too. Yeah, they are. Sherry said, I heard that Seville was blood related to the Queen. Yeah, I've heard that too, actually, Sherry. Missy T said the only person that called him out was Johnny Rotten, and then the BBC blacklisted him. Yeah, I remember that. Hey, Nicey Glover, how you going? Hey, beautiful people, stand strong. We're in this together. Together we'll win and keep our freedom. Yeah, we will. We will. I know we'll win this. Too many of us are awake now. Okay. Yes, there's a lot of clones and robotoids, masks and actors. Yeah, that's what, some of them just look like robots to me. I'm like, are they even human? Seriously? Or are they CGI? Has anyone ever met these people? Kevin said the Rockefellers gathered up all the books on natural cures and remedies, and hid them. Republican Knuckles said if he's playing dumb, he deserves the Oscar. Yeah. Good actors, see? Susie said, I believe it, Kev. Kat said, I love John Lydon, formerly of the Sex Pistols. Oh, really? Pat said Jimmy Savile loved morgues and hospitals. He was the most evil snake. Yeah, exactly, Pat. I agree. Wild Indians said we should run out of oil 10 years, they said, when I went to grade school. Yeah, exactly, 10 years ago. Yeah, well, they've been saying it for many, many years, that oil will eventually run out. It hasn't happened yet. Same as climate, hasn't happened yet. Ice age, heating. I think some people think we're going back into an ice age. I think it's going to level itself out in the end. Massing Muskrat said all these variants follow the Greek alphabet. They do. Greek. Do you remember what happened in Greece before that fell? Oh, the pedos were running wild. It was all loud, and yeah. More code? That's what I'm thinking. Shannon said Satanic ScoMo is sending military vehicles to Ukraine. Wrong side of history again. Yeah. Yeah, I don't trust him. But I will stick up for him if, like, when they're all calling him out, when he hasn't done something that they say he's done, I'll still say something. Because the truth's the truth. It doesn't matter which side, if someone does say the truth or people say they're saying something they're not saying, then I will call that out. Yeah. Didn't Jimmy Hill have a chin like that, lol? I don't know. Who's Jimmy Hill? Mark, how you going from Santa Fe? Kevin said I was playing Never Mind the Bollocks today. Great album. Shannon said Michelle Obama would never work in Australia. Someone would have dacked him years ago. Yeah. Yep, they would have pulled his pants down. Dacked him. Speaking Biden, yeah. Kevin said, has Biden got Tourette's? You never know. He might have. Shannon said, Big Mike Obama has the Aconda. You can see him dance on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Yeah, exactly. Kat said, Trump will be back sooner than you think, to quote in last rally song, hold on, I'm coming, hold on. Yep, we are. Pelosi was supposed to go to Taiwan and China threatened, and she got COVID and couldn't go. Oh, there you go. They probably don't want her over there. Shannon said Joan Rivers told us all and paid the price. Yeah. In a routine operation, after Joan Rivers said, we all know he's a man, she died. Republican Uncle said, yeah, I saw some people being charged with fraud for things like that. Yep, exactly. Faye said, can't wait to hear who's supposed to have died but still alive, supposed to be alive but really gone. Well-known names. I mean, like Elvis, etc. Might get interesting. Yeah, you never know. Oh, good night, Demelza. Have a good sleep. Kat said, I saw a video of Joan Rivers with grey hair after she died. Well, you never know. Some of them may have been taken and to protect them, maybe, and said then they're dead, so that no one can actually go after them. Trump really talking about General Milley Gold. Menacing Muskrat said, can I drop Judy Bytington's intel? Yeah, drop it, yeah. Wendy said, my partner's son just told him he's entered the Freemasonry. I have very bad vibes. Oh, no. Yeah, my son was looking into it for a while and I was going, no, please, no. Missy T said it's bad facelift and filters. Hey, Jay, Stephanie, how you doing? Pat said Delta and Omicron, the same bug, will come together and produce another love child. Variant and inbred variants, so the doctor on Channel 7 said they really are making it up. Yeah, there you go. Republican Knuckles said, no, never get credit after the fact, just defamed. Should be able to sue for defamation. Yeah, I should be able to do that too. I'm getting accused of things I haven't done here on YouTube. Need to get me a lawyer, son. Need to get a real good one. Oh, dear. Wild Indian said, Freemasons at the top of pure Satanists, even in their own books say they are. Yeah. Well, there was a bunch of them years ago caught on camera. Oh, there was an older man, caught on camera, and they said, are you Christian? He said, yes. And they said, but you worship Lucifer. And he said, yeah. Unless, like, that whole thing's been turned upside down. What's going on? They thought they were Christian, but worshipping Lucifer. That's, yeah, weird. Maria said, Hev, they're all clones. If we're watching a movie, they've been dealt with, including the Queen. Yeah, I believe that. I really do. I think we're watching some kind of to wake everyone up with the least amount of upheaval as possible. Alex said, anyone see the pic on Twitter of Trump with Nigel Farage, Holly Valance and her husband with Kim Jong-un and Trump in the background? Is this sort of some sort of comms? It could be. It could be. I remember Holly Valance in a movie called, what was it? DIA? Was it? DIA. It was like a game they were playing and they were all fighting each other and stuff. And the bell went off and they had to fight. And that's serious programming there. So, yeah, it could be. GLF said, when I was a teen still living at home, my sister, who 1 year older than me, was a huge Madonna fan. She bought her coffee table book. It was quite an eye-opener as to who and what Madonna is. Yeah, I would have never bought. As soon as Madonna was it the movie In Bed with Madonna or something, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't much like her after that anymore. Wendy said, I have 2 young grandkids. My partner just said his son or my grandkids. Guess who's packing? Oh. Oh, wow. Okay, where am I up to? Lynn said, a lot of Judy B's stuff isn't accurate. Oh, okay. Maria said, you're right, Hev. Everything's back, the front and opposite. Yeah. Just think the opposite. I've done this for years and you're closer to the truth. Turn it upside down. What the mainstream media say, think back to front, upside down, inside out, and you'll be closer to the truth. Susie said Joan Rivers' daughter never shed a tear or got emotional about her mum, and they always seemed that so close. Thought that was sus. Yeah, well, I've seen some families of apparently dead people, and they're trying not to laugh. And it's like, what's going on? Why are you nearly laughing? Like, you can see it in their faces. It's like, it's very strange to see. Jay Stephanie said, can't wait for Trump's rally tomorrow. Last week he danced off the stage and off the walkway. He's supposedly going to start dropping 7 messages tomorrow. Ooh, I want him back on Twitter. I really do. Kevin said it's doom and gloom. Me, I'm a happy person, always have been. Prankster is my middle name. Yeah, I used to be a very depressed person, but I've gone since looking at all this and studying all this and just growing stronger in yourself, I don't know, I've turned into a very positive, more of a, not a pessimist, but more of an optimist than a pessimist. So I look at things with a better outlook, I think, than, it's all going to hell, I don't look at things like that. So we have a chance to change things in front of us. We have to take the chance now. Stand up. That's it. Shannon said, Joan Rivers did just die. Her mouth was filled with pure spirit and set ablaze. Alcohol burns invisible. And there's the Judy B intel. Republican Uncle said in the corrupt courts need... Hang on. Whoa, where to go? In the corrupt courts need a good judge, and in a good case, a competent lawyer should be enough. Yeah. Shannon said, yeah, just waiting for the announcement of the Queen. Yeah, exactly. Menacing Muskrat said Queen isn't going to service on Monday. Wow. Will that be the first time she's ever done that? Lynn said, use discernment if listening to Judy B. I had to finally stop when I realised some was okay, but quite a bit downright lies. Okay, yeah. I'd say that listening to everyone, to be honest. Just use discernment, please. Yeah. Don't fully believe anything right now. GLoff said, actually, Crazy Nancy did go to Taiwan, was a private G4 Gulfstream. Monkeyworks tracked the flight. This admin, just like Obama, is one of, yeah, what are you going to do about it? Real smartasses, yeah. Yeah, Alex, it's like duping delight. The families are sitting there trying not to smile, and you're thinking, but your family member just passed away. Why are you trying not to smile? Mrs. Ned Kelly said, I'm almost on time. Hope you're all well. Oh, I hope you're well too. Alex said, I've seen it several times, especially, with the McCanns. They're not the only one. Who was the other one that was trying not to... They were interviewing... also with that little girl... John Benet Ramsey, and the brother's sitting there getting interviewed and going, I don't care what problems you have. I don't know if you'd smile while you're talking about that. Or you know what I mean? I don't know. Okay, where am I up to? Menacing Muskrat settle in. That's why we use discernment with all info. Study it and throw out the rubbish, yeah. And Jay Stephanie said, supposedly the announcement of the Queen's death was to be today. According to Restored Republic, I've heard nothing about this. Yeah, that's why you got to be careful. Yeah, just be careful. And don't believe much that you're told. Just kind of let it go. Let it play out, You'll see it. Liz said, just joining, love to you. Love to you too, Liz. Maria said, she's alive and in hiding. That is Joan River. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Maria said, take care and see you next time, Hev. Love your show. Thank you, Maria. You take care. Anyone remember the film Death Becomes Her with Goldie Hawn and Meryl Streep? I've seen it so many times now I understand it. Yeah. I haven't watched that one for years. I'll have to watch that to probably understand now. Anyone remember, get canned meat and stack it. Going to be horrifically expensive come June. Yeah. It's sure getting interesting. Everything's gone up here. Yeah, I put $35 in my car, petrol, which normally would have filled the tank. And it was less than half a tank. And I was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, my God. And then when you go to the supermarket, everything's just gone up. And you've got to be careful now what you're getting, you know. Okay. Kevin said, I watched a documentary. It was set in a doctor's surgery. One woman came in, sat down, and a bell rang, and a guy stood up after 5 other people came in and done the same. At the end, the woman joined in. Yes, I've seen that. That is engineering, social engineering. Yep. Alex said, I think I'm going to watch it again. Yeah, I think I might have to watch Death Becomes Her too again. Lynn Owens, what really happened to John Bonet is an interesting story. Yeah. Does anyone really know what happened yet? Because it was just such a sloppy investigation that you have to kind of look at it and think, well, were the police involved? Are they covering? You know, what's going on here? Ash said, I always look forward to Hev on Saturday morning. Oh, thank you, Ash. Appreciate that. Alex said, I haven't seen it for years, but it sparks about Adreno and how famous people who died aren't actually dead. Yeah. I had a funny feeling when you said that there'd be something about that in there. How do they stay alive? BAJ said thoughts on Ketanji Brown getting confirmed. They've exposed themselves that way too. Anyone who did confirm her, okay, groomer. That's what because she lets them off. She lets pedos off with very light sentences. And so, yeah, I do believe that a lot of them, they're showing themselves for exactly what they are. She's probably their go-to lawyer when it comes to stuff like that. Who knows? Selena said, Restored Republic also said last year Jasara would come in January 2021. Yeah, that's why I'll be very careful what I listen to. And I don't believe necessarily the dates are important, but you can see, like, as time goes on, you can see certain things happening. I haven't seen anything to do with Nasara Jasara happening other than possibly something through Russia being let what was it? I translated something on Twitter. I think I mentioned it last week in my live stream where they said some things will be forgiven. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. Lynn said, Alex, I've never heard of that movie. Is it on Prime? I don't know where it's on. I remember when it came out on DVD, I watched it. But yeah, it's not a bad movie. It'll be interesting to watch it now, actually. AJ is a plant and they use blackmail for votes, is my guess. Oh, it's a plant. Yep, okay. Yeah, Ketanji Brown. Yep. John Bonet Ramsey Linares, I think you think a brother did it? I think it's bigger than that. Selena, that's what I meant about Restored Republic just moves the goalposts every week. Yeah, that's why be careful. And you'll see things starting to happen, you know, with people who are right or are on the ball. You'll see it start to happen. Alex said, I don't know if it's on Prime. I'll check. Alex said she was being trafficked and the brother was all of 10, so it's doubtful. Yeah, Lynn Owens, she wasn't killed, she was trafficked. I believe she was sold here and there, definitely. Alex said you can rent buy it on Amazon. sometimes movies are available on YouTube, I've noticed, but it's worth looking up there first to see if you can get it for unless you're signed up to something already and then they've got it on there. Okay. Got to go back down. Makes you wonder what has happened to all these young stars. Yeah. Well, look at Heather O'Rourke. That was awful, what was done to her. I've heard different things about who was there, who was involved. Selena says, I think it was trafficking gone bad and a cover-up. Yep. Alex said, I saw an interview with a breakdown of him. He speaks about smashing something on her head. I'll have to find that again, though. Yep. Yeah, if you can always link it in here. Wendy said you can rent or buy anything in Horrorwood. Yeah. Goodness me. Hey, Mash, how you doing? We have menu cards that have what we eat. They have the ingredients for each meal, and we plan out for 6 months and buy up accordingly. That's a good idea. That is a very good idea. Mrs. Ned Kelly said op shops are a gold mine for old DVDs. They are. Well, markets can be too. I used to sell DVDs up at the markets, like secondhand ones that my dad buys and he watches and then he passes on. And yeah, I used to sell them up the markets and they were good. Like I used to sell a DVD for $1 each. Geolof said, I remember when the letter drops started, one was about Little Madeline McCann, and the sketch artist sketched out two men who looked like the Podesta brothers, and supposedly they were in that area. I remember that too. Yep. Yes, Shannon Spirit's supposed to be funny too. I think it tells a few truths. Yeah, Death Becomes Her is a comedy horror type thing. More a comedy than anything else, really. Jay Stephanie said, well, next week is Holy Week. It's supposed to be biblical, and that's a great time for God. Oh, there you go. I think it's going to kick off very soon because there's so much coming out now that something's going to give. You can just, you can tell. So I'm hoping so. Shannon said a lot of truths in movies. It's an attempt to avoid karma by telling you what they're doing. These people are sick. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Missy T said it was a torch. It was found in the kitchen. That was the John Benet Ramsey one. Yeah. Selena said, what's an op shop? A secondhand where you can donate your goods and they will sell it to try and raise money. They're supposed to be charity organisations. They're not necessarily. It's about profit now. So, but it's called it was short for an opportunity shop. So you can hand your old goods in there and they'll sell them, but you don't get the money. You just donate them. It'd probably be kind of like a church group who had a shop, or a market on the weekend or something, except they have their own actual shop. Alex said, if I find it, I'll post it in the comments if it hasn't been removed from the internet. Yeah. Then we have the 27 Club. Yes, Kevin. All these stars who died at age 27. And there's a lot of them. There is, hang on, there's Amy Winehouse. Was it Jim Morrison? Who was the other one? Nirvana, that guy? River Phoenix, was there another one? I can't remember. But there's quite a few of them. Mash said, I'm also prepared to become a vegetarian if necessary with the garden that I'm growing. Yep. I'll only have to go up the road to start finding bush critters, Don't know how I'll go, but Selena said, I trust zero of those evangelist station shows. Yeah, I don't trust any of them. Any churchies that are on mainstream? No. I don't even go to church anyway. I just study not study the Bible, but I listen to it and different parts of it often and just think, yep, pretty much. That's where we are. Alan said, do you think we're about done with this hell? I don't know, to be honest. I cannot tell you what time, what date, what hour, or anything this will happen. All I know is to hang on because it's coming, and I know that. I can see it already. So, yeah. And when you think about it, push to the edge, pretty much I think the normies have to be up and pushed. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I do think it's coming soon. I just don't, I couldn't tell you when, and I wouldn't take the chance of telling you. Marina Abramovic is the dingo that took my baby as Ari Chamberlain. Yes, could be. I've thought that too, because they were all down there, weren't they? Selena said, Alan, we're not at the precipice yet. Yeah. Some of us are, and the people who are awake are going to be at the precipice well before anyone else. And that's the frustration that we have to try and manage. Wendy said, if you live in Horrorwood, you can get a table in a restaurant called the Cannibal. Yeah, we've seen, yep, the Cannibal Club. There's others like that too. Marina Abramovic is also a man. Yeah, it looks like one. The NPC channel yesterday posted pictures of Maxwell from 1985 when she was part of Disney on stage with characters and children. I think I've seen that picture, Geoloft. Yeah, Jay Stephanie, there's a picture of the pedestals walking across the driveway with her body. Oh. Wow. Selena said, oh, we call them thrift stores. Yeah, that's the same thing. Yep. Alex said, maybe they'll try and bring in the Antichrist this Easter. Yeah, you never know. Hey, would whoever be installed in the White House be that person? Lyra Starr said, I love your kitty. Thank you. Shannon said, just like Lady Gaga, Marina's apprentice. Well, some people think she's related to her too. They're related. Wendy said, they specialise in procured meat. Yes, I know. Yeah, Wendy, I've done a video on that way back with Somerset Bellenoff and when I was reading that type of stuff. So, Alex, well, we won't be here if that's true. Selena said, well, okay, us Bible-believing Christians won't be here for that. Mash said, as far as meat is considered, I'm really enjoying fishing, or I could, if necessary, set an old school trap for deer. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, that's exactly it, Shannon. Pedivores, they are. And Missy T said, Kurt. And Geoloff said, the op shop is like Goodwill or Salvation Army store. The money goes to projects within the organisation. Yeah. Salvation Army are corrupt too. I think they all are. Peaceful Heart said, what is Pretty Kitty's name? Kitty looks so comfortable. Love you, Hev. That is Mr. Smiggles. My kitty. Which side am I on? Yep, right. There. That's Mr. Smiggles. Is Bella there? Oh, yeah, Bella's there too. Hang on. Can you see Bella? Oh, wrong way. Bella is there. That's Bella and Mr. Smiggles. Kevin said Joplin Hendricks. Yeah, they're another two. Janis Joplin and Jimi Hendrix. Wild Indian said the real Passover was last Wednesday. Remember, Jesus was in the grave 3 days and 3 nights, so not on a Friday. Yeah. Shannon said Kenneth Copeland, Demon Snake Eyes. Alex said, I don't think we'll be here either. Selena. Lyra Starr said Kurt Cobain, Janis Joplin. Yeah. Alex said we will witness it though. Missy T said one in London and Paris. Alan said, let's hope so. I'm looking forward to Nasara. I'm sinking financially. Oh, believe me, Alan. I hear a lot of people do right now. A lot of people are in the same boat. Hang in there. Just hang in there as long as you can. Peaceful Heart said, oh, 2 kitties even better. Very sweet. Dennis Biss said, good morning, heaven, all loving hugs. I made it today. How are you feeling now? A lot better, thank you. apart from that, I have a slight cold, but I was in hospital apparently full of COVID patients, so I've got the Rona. No, I'm kidding. Lara Star said that Belanov stuff was fascinating. Yeah, it is. It really is. I've got to relook at, see if they've done anything new. I normally get emails, but you never know. Or even look over it again. Something might jump out at me like that didn't before. Lynn said, have you seen the Amazon Prime watch party option? We should have a watch party for Death Becomes Her, lol. That would be interesting. I'd love to do like reaction videos to these type of things, but they cut the streams off if you try and do them. They will with me anyway. They'll just give me copyright strikes and all sorts of things all over the place. So they really don't like some people compared to others who are allowed to. I don't know why. They got different rules for different folk. Alan Morrow, hang in there. One day it might happen. Right now, no, yeah. Peaceful Heart, yes, see them both, thank you. Randy said, hey, Randy, how you doing? Alan said, bless you, cats rock. I've had 12 throughout the years. Yeah, I love all animals, actually. I rescued these two. I rescue most of my animals, so. Wild Indian said, I do believe some of that Belanov stuff too, yep. Randy said, no job, now no woman, lol. What? Oh, Randy. Randy Leighton, I thought motorbikes were fast. Wendy said, makes you wonder why they wanted to pay you to leave your body to experimental science. Yeah. And here in Australia, you can volunteer to have your organs and everything taken. I wonder if they actually wait till you're dead. Or they just go, oh, no, they're dying. Because they got to have aren't the organs supposed to be living? Very interesting, that. And then I was watching another show last night, which was Tales from the Crypt, believe it or not. And there was a medical one in there. And the guy, their brains were alive well after their hearts stopped beating. And I just thought, are they trying to tell us something there? Randy said turmoil. Yeah. Dennis Biz said, I have the same cough I smoke too. Yes, a smoker's cough. That's what happens. Alex said, no, Lynn, I think we should totally do that. I'd love to watch a film with everyone with some possible truths. Yeah. Alex said, you should try on your other channel. Oh, yeah, that might be something to trial. Kat says, speaking of Death Becomes Her, look at Celine Dion. Oh, yeah. She looks absolutely skeletal. Awful. Yeah, she does look dead. She's like a skeleton. Hang on. Return of the Dead. Lynn said, Alex, I think that would be fun. Alex said, have second channel. There you go. There's another one. Yep, please, if you can, because I don't know how long I'm going to be here. And next one won't be monetized. I'm not going through this again. Shannon said, Celine's adrenochrome supply cut off. Yeah. Alan said, same here, all 12 were strays. Yeah, I always like to rescue people. Wow, Missy T, they just hid that comment, so I'm going to show it. Because you're not allowed to say that word anymore, apparently on here, because it triggers people. I don't know. Oh, these people are crazy. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Randy. So you lost your job last week? Did you lose your missus as well? Really? New beginning, yep. GLF said on Twitch you could do reaction videos and live chat sessions. I don't know if there is cost associated with it. I just know people do it. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into some other platforms, I think. Randy said no need for sorrow. Cool. Yeah, just keep your chin up, Randy. You'll be right, mate. Kevin said, why don't you do it, Hev, and we'll play the game. Whatever we say, turn it upside down and we might get away with it. Yeah. I could do that. I could just say everything they want me to say and then just tell you to turn it all upside down now and you're closer to the truth. Alex said, I used to watch Tales from the Crypt. Yeah, look, some of it's, to me, it's a bit over-sexualized. There's parts in that show that don't need to be in there, really. It doesn't really add to the story. You could sort of hint at it and get away with it, but I still watch it because it's a little bit more disturbing than The Twilight Zone, but I still believe there was another one where a reporter actually murders people to get the story. I wonder how many times that's actually happened. What do you think? I have a severe tickle in my throat. Sorry, guys. A severe tickle. My eye's going to water this side because the tickle's on this side. Oh, wow. Kat said they were pushing organ donation at the DMV and NASA propaganda. Yeah. And Missy T said that she's got that eating disorder, you know, because you're not allowed to say that word on here. And Missy T was talking about, oh, my God, help for review, all these. You were talking about Celine Dion. This tickle's annoying. Sorry, guys, just give me a sec. And I'll get the water out if I have to. Oh, dear. Okay. Hang on, I've got to go back now a little bit. That's who Lady C reminds me of, lol. Oh, wow. Randy said Age of Aquarius. Alex said, oh, no, Randy, sorry to hear that. Alex said, get on the bike. Randy said, you get over a woman by getting under another. Oh, dear. Selena said, in my area, they're paying up to $16 an hour for entry-level jobs and no one seems to want to work. That's pretty sad. This tickle's not going to go away, is it? Jeez Louise. Okay. Randy wishing you the best. No, it's not going to go away. One sec, guys. There is only one way to get rid of a tickle, and that is to scull some water. So, okay, we'll see. I don't think it's gone, but Alex said there was another film called Creepshow. Yes, and Nightmares and Dreamscapes by Stephen King as well, which is interesting. This is not going to go away. Guys, I might have an intermission for a minute. Just give me 5 minutes. Sorry, guys.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling, I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows. And where I'll go in life, still nobody knows. But I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago.
There we go. I'm back. And I took the honey. Yep, I did. Just let me get rid of this. Remove that. There we go. I'm back. Yep, I did a teaspoon of honey and straight down. And not before I had tears coming out of my eyes from just coughing and coughing and coughing. Okay, now I've got a burp. Okay. Okay, do you reckon Pat reckons they keep the dead on life support for their organs? Alex said, was kind of like Tales from the Crypt. Yeah, Creepshow was like Tales from the Crypt. I don't know if anyone's seen Creepshow number 3. That was really weird. Reggie said, planning to spend more time with my daughter. That's a good idea. Spend more time with the family. Oh, I just jumped again. Hang on a sec. Oh. Where am I? Oh, wow, I'm way back. Okay. Wendy said, I used to be all for organ donation, had a card for it, but since this stuff, I see the sinister agenda, what it is. These people have everything about us. That's exactly right, Wendy. Stacey said, I think Joan Rivers is President Trump's mother and is alive. Wow, yeah, you never know. I've never heard that one before, but look, you never know, really. Shannon said, Futurama heads in jars, lol. Yeah, see, there's some weird TV shows that make you really think about, what happens. GLF said that's what Alistair Crowley, aka Barbara Bush's father, would teach his followers: turn everything upside down or backwards to pass it on in code. That's why I keep telling people, just turn the news upside down, back to front. You'll be closer to the truth. Selena said, I'm not eligible anymore because of my age and 20 plus years of pain meds. Oh. Alan said, The Outer Limits, good show, no sexual content. Yes, Alan. The Outer Limits was good. It's I've got to watch that again, actually, because I only ever watched it once, and it was a couple of years ago now, but yeah, I should watch it again. Dennis Biss said, drink apple cider vinegar in water to get rid of the tickle. Yeah, the honey worked. Alex said, I used to want to donate, Wendy, but never, not now, knowing what they do with them. Yeah, I used to too, a long time ago. And then in the last 5 or 6 years, maybe 7, yeah, I didn't want to donate anymore. I thought, no, they're not getting any of my thing, nothing of mine. Alex said, probably end up on the dinner table. You probably would. Gerloff said, go pet the kitty, wink, then you have a good reason to cough. Oh, I ducked off sideways while I was there. And that did actually settle it down, but I went and had honey anyway, just to make sure. Zal said, G'day, Hev, I'm late. What's been exposed? Oh, they're all exposing themselves. Zal, teachers, politicians, medical industry. But if you go back to the beginning, yeah, all these teachers standing up saying they want to be able to teach kids whatever they want. Yeah, groomers. A lot of them. Wendy said, Selena, I didn't drink that much wine. My liver is pickled anyway. Missy said, do you have a sweet to suck on? Yes, I have mints here too, if it comes to that. So if it comes back, yeah, I'll just suck on a mint. Randy said, have another smoke. Yeah, I know. But sometimes, believe it or not, when you smoke, when you haven't had one for a while, you can sometimes get a tickle in your throat that when you do have a cigarette and you have a drag on it, it stops it. Alex said, have a toke. Yeah. Laura Starr said, codeine cough syrup. Oh, I don't think I could. I don't know. I have a problem with codeine. Selena said, so since they stole my catalytic converter, we now have security cameras. The back one's called the cat cam, the side one's called the deer cam, and the front is who's out there cam. Good on you, Selena. Gerloff said, go pet the kitty, damn it. Randy said, just with Jay. Laura Starr said, Alex, that'll make a cough way worse. Oh, don't worry, I was in tears coughing and had to get a tissue and wipe it all up and, then go and have some honey. Yeah. Randy said, relax. Kat said, he does go over symbolism in movies and flat earth. Oh, okay. Who was that? Kat, where is it? Just all the coughing sidetracked me. I don't know who you're talking about, who goes over it. Okay, Randy said mellow. Yeah. Selena said, so we have cats coming on the deck, deer on the side door. Too funny. Oh, and a bastard woodchuck. Oh, no. Randy's going, Alex said, this has become a new favourite song. Who sings it? It's by someone called Nefax, I think. There's a few of them, yeah. And he's just my type of music, I think. I've got a few of his songs saved, and I'm just trying to slip them in here and there, you know. There's a couple of favourites that I've got, which are those ones. But there's some other ones, yeah. So I think it's called Nefax. Yeah, and it's free YouTube music, so, like, I don't get a strike for it or anything. So, yeah, and I like it, so it's good. Kat said, nice, Selena. Alan said, what time is it in Aussieland? 8:09 here in MN, USA. It is 11:20 at the moment now here in Australia, AM, in the morning. Kevin said, Randy Hev's just having one. Laura Starr said, Selena, do you have raccoons too? Selena said, Kat, the deer are just gorgeous. I love deer. Selena said, haven't caught one yet. Still waiting for the fox as well. Shannon said, and delicious. Yeah, I haven't had deer. That would be interesting. Kat, I love corn-fed venison. Been a decade. Randy said, just had a sick raccoon removed from my yard. Oh. Laura Starr said, I love little foxes. Used to get them at our old house. We get them here as well. Randy, I hope you deleted your own comment and YouTube's not doing it. Shannon said, over the deer, the original fast food. Yeah. Ruckin said, Hev, a teaspoon of pure honey taken directly stops the cough, irritated throat, I found. Yeah, I did that. Selena said, Randy, yikes, yeah, you wouldn't want to mess with that. Randy said, skunk under neighbours. Oh, that would be awful. If you hear my son laughing, he's playing video games in the next room, so the walls here are really thin, you know, they might as well be made of paper, really. Same as the doors. I miss old wood doors, hardwood doors. Yeah. Selena said, but she should just make a quick hot toddy. She'd be fine. Kat said, on the food channel, a woman was cooking raccoon at a soul food kitchen. Wow. Well, you can eat most animals, you know. Not all of them, but like you can eat certain animals. Jay Stephanie said, Randy, that's what's important, getting back to knowing your deeper self, and meditation can help with this. Yeah. Randy said, saw turkeys today beside. Oh, I'd go a turkey. Yeah. Selena said, oh, yeah, we get skunks. I can smell them, but not on video yet. Is that Emilia? Alan, 10:40 a.m. here in South Australia, but Hev's in Sydney, New South Wales, 1 hour difference, I think. Yep. 1 and a bit, maybe. Oh, no, less than 1. It's 11:23 here in Sydney. At least I think it is. Is that the right time? Yes, it is. Had to check then, because sometimes my computer plays with me and it goes back 2 hours, and I'm thinking, what on earth is going on here? Alan said, God's Not Dead is a great song. Yeah, well, I don't think he can he? Can't die, can he? Shannon said, I forgot my breakfast was in the microwave an hour ago. Have distracted me. Oh, no, Shannon. I'm so sorry. Oh, you have a bit of a cold brekkie. Randy said, lots of birds in my backyard. Kat said, do you have stupid daylight saving time in Australia? Yes, our clocks just went back an hour, and I've been put out ever since. Like, I don't feel it. I'm all out of sorts, discombobulated. Yeah, it really does put me out. I feel like going on my own time and going, yeah, well, it's 9 o'clock as far as I'm concerned. Oh, dear. But then half the world goes forward when we go backwards, so everyone's time changes, and then I just don't know what's going on anymore after that. Oh, dear. See deer beside the highway too. Yep, Randy, we get those too all the time. Hawks and eagles too. Wow. Randy said falcon feeds out of Maya. Kat said, where are you, Randy? Dennis Biz said, I don't like daylight savings. It's finished now in Australia till next year. Yeah, I think they should just leave the time alone. Find one and stick to it, Stop flipping us all over the place. Let's just keep everyone on edge. It's no good for anyone. Feels like probably how jet lag would feel a bit, not massively, but just a little bit. Dolores said, I've got bunnies and squirrels in abundance in my... Oh, I'd love that. See, all the wild animals and stuff, I'd love that. Guess what? There's a house for rent in the middle of nowhere where I want to go. And it's $50 cheaper than here. But I can't get anyone to move with me because for them it's too far away. I'm trying to work out if I could do it myself and they can have this house. And I'll just jump over and go to another one because it's on acres. It's on land and it's in the middle. Oh, and I really want to go. I keep looking at that one posting of this rental and just keep thinking, I really want to go. And I could hand in my notice and in 3 weeks I could move, but then you got the money situation because everything's so expensive here. You can't really, it's really hard to keep hold of money when you need stuff. So there's that. And then there's like, I don't know if I could do it again, moving. It'd have to be like for a long time. I'd have to be able to stay there for a long time if I was going to move. And then could I do it on my own? The way things are going, probably not. But yeah, I thought I'd tell you that because, oh my goodness, I so want to go. You know what I mean? Hang on. Where? God, I'm really way back, aren't I? Okay. Southern Ontario. While we're just taking a moment, hello to all you over the world from little me in the UK. Oh, good on you, Wendy. Randy sees bunnies and fox. Selena says, Dolores, yes, we get those and squirrels too. Missy T said the movie Coma. Yes. Is there another one called Awake? About like similar operating and the person's actually aware and that's what this Tales from the Crypt thing was, about the medical people was too, that the brain was still going. He could still feel everything, but his heart had stopped. That was interesting. So yeah, the movie Coma. I don't know if I've seen it, Missy, so I'd have to rewatch it again, but I believe it's going to be like something similar. Jay Stephanie said, I've been having songbirds lately, went out to smoke at 2 a.m. There was a beautiful song from two birds who were feeding their babies. It was just like a symphony. Yeah, birds are beautiful. It's I reckon that there's one here that just whistles constantly and it's like, is that someone whistling or is that a bird? And you realise it's actually a bird. Kat said, took a train to Winnipeg once and Toronto. Love all the old trains. Yeah, that would be beautiful. Yeah, Jay Stephanie, how magical. Yep, from hearing birds. Sal said, can we have your liver then? Oh, dear. I don't know if mine will be any good. Dolores said, Selena, I count it as God's promise that we won't go hungry. Yeah. Laura Star says the only thing that works for me on coughs. Yeah. Wendy said, they say when you're telling the truth, you get a tickling in the throat. Really? I get a lot of tickles in the throat. I remember walking into a bank once and not being able to tell them what I wanted, just asking for it. Have you got a cup of water? Tickle, cup, talk. I'd had tears running out of my eyes. And that they nearly didn't give me a drink of water. That was the bank. Yeah, so there you go. Kat said ODD TV channel on YouTube was it. Oh, I used to be subscribed to them. Was that before I lost my other channel? I think it was. Geoloff said because now people are getting cancelled for saying, okay, Gloomer. Now people are calling those certain people Disney files. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what you call them. All these teachers stand up and go, we want to be able to teach your kids whatever we want. We're going to do it anyway. Yeah? Okay, Grima. Wendy said, Zal, of course you can when I finish with it, lol. Alex said they used to hand codeine, morphine, and tramadol out like Smarties at my doctor's. Horrible drugs. The amount of my old patients that said they were addicted was heartbreaking. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I think it's horrible. That's what the industry has done, though. Yeah, just take this, take that, take this. Never. I think we can actually help you. That'd knock me over. You could knock me over with a feather if a doctor said that to me. Menacing Muskrat said knock supper out of the park, fool. Randy said I get sick on codeine. So do I. Alex said all lab-made drugs are disgusting. Yeah. Selena said I put away and skip doses. My doctor told me that's why I'm not addicted. I skip as often as possible. Yeah, I would too, honestly. I don't know. I don't trust. There's no trust there. There's no. Why would there be? Why would you trust when you know what you know? Randy said had fish and chips, coleslaw. Yum. You're going to make me hungry again talking about food. Kat said 9:23 p.m. in Florida. Oh, okay. Alex said they're designed to get people hooked without solving any problems whatsoever. I agree with that. It skipped on me again. Okay, where am I? The powers that be do daylight saving to mess with us, in my opinion. Yeah, I believe the same thing. Menacing Muskrat, we have no time changes up here. You are so lucky. I would love it just to stay the same time every year, for goodness sake, all year. Not this throwing everyone around. Now you got to wake up an hour earlier than you did yesterday and you got to go to work and, oh, my goodness. Alan said, God bless everyone. Going to bed. Night all. Good night, Alan. Have a good one. Alex said, that's good. You're not addicted, Selena. A lot of people end up getting in a hole they can't get out of. I used to get in trouble for spending too much time trying to connect with my old patients. Yeah, well, at least, Alex, you care. You know what I mean? Randy said, I'll help you move. Lol. That'd be a bit hard, I think. Alex said, night, Alan. God bless. Kat said, maybe advertise for a roommate. I've done that before. That can go really, really badly. Yeah, where they steal from you and hock half your stuff, and, oh, mate, I don't know if I could do that. I'd have to know the person. Randy said, do it if you really want to. Yeah, it's a matter of, though, like being able to. That's the difference. Jay Stephanie said, I just found out we have to move by 1st of July. They're tearing down the neighborhood one near the Las Vegas Strip to build apartments or condos. Oh, no. They always do that. And you know what? Those apartments and condos then make it look worse. I'd rather houses, because we call apartments flats, we call them. And they're just, or units, and they end up looking horrible. I don't know. Maybe they look after them better there. I don't know. But here in Sydney, they like fall into disrepair. They just look awful. Alex said, learn Python like me. My brother is going to send me courses and I can send them to you. You can do it remotely. Oh, okay. And then Menacing Muskrats shared a Bitchute video, an eye-opener. And then Missy T said, it's an old movie, but good, Hev. I'd check it out. Yeah, I definitely will. Coma. I have heard of it. I may have watched it, but that would be a very, very long time ago. Shannon said, the further you go out, the bigger the snakes get, lol. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Mrs. said, organ trafficking. Yeah. Alex said, we'll get you closer to having that little place on the land. Yep. Wendy said, Hev, go for it in that little place out there. The universe has put it there for you, and you questioning it means you want it and can do it. Yeah, well, that'd be like $600 a fortnight out of $1,000. I don't know if I could. I don't know if they give it to me on my own, because it has to be 50% or less of your income. And I'm just under. I don't know if they'd give it to me, but look, I could probably try. And you have to apparently apply for it before you even look at it these days. Don't know when that happened, but anyway. But it is in an area I'd really love to go. Geoloff said, we definitely aren't going to starve here in Florida. We went to see the grandbabies 20 miles away and saw at least 30 white-tailed deer standing roadside on the highway coming back home. Yeah, well, we've got like kangaroos and stuff everywhere. If it worst come to worst, you could eat a kangaroo. Shannon said, I'm sure the removalist hire would be huge. I would imagine. I say stay. Yeah, I'm just not sure and it's mainly because of money. So, but that's a long-term thing, and I don't, this isn't going to be long-term. So I'm just not, no, I'm not sure. I've got to think about it more and stare at the picture a bit more. Oh, God, help me. Oh, dear. Folks that take opioids for pain have to be responsible with it. I agree, yeah. They're the worst drugs, honestly. Arizona doesn't have daylight saving time. You're lucky. Alex says you're right, but unfortunately some people aren't responsible. You just remind me of Biden giving out crack pipes, Selena. Yeah. Alex says £600 a day, Hev, you wouldn't take long to say. Oh, yeah, that'd be nice. But then I probably wouldn't be doing what I'm doing either. I don't know. I could go and get a job somewhere, and then I wouldn't be able to do this like I do. So I don't know. I've got to think about a lot of stuff. Jay Stephanie said there's an elementary school right across the street from our house. Are they going to tear that down too? Oh, no, really? Oh, that's terrible. See, they're getting rid of infrastructure but importing more people. That just doesn't make sense. And Australians and are finding out that, like, councils let the developers, right, develop the land everywhere for money. And then they're finding out that maybe they shouldn't be living there because it might be a flood zone, the people who live there. Councils don't care about that. That's all they care about. And the infrastructure's not there to keep up with the amount of people coming into areas. So, yeah, there's a lot going on. As Jay Stephanie said, pray for the RV to come soon. Then I won't have to worry. Yeah. Shannon said you would still be renting and less savings to buy your own place. Yeah, it's cheaper than it is here, though. I just wish that the people I shared with now could move out with me. But they work, well, one of them works in Sydney, and my son, who's back, also now wants to go and work in Sydney. That's why I said I'd leave them here. They can take over the rent here and I'll go rent there. But it's on your own. It's a whole different story, really. Okay. But, yeah, I understand what you mean. Still be renting and less savings to buy your own place, yeah. Wendy said, takes all my time to take a paracetamol nowadays. Yeah, even them. Like, it's like, you don't want to, but sometimes you feel like you have to because the pain's so bad. Selena said, Alex, yes, and he said he didn't. The depth that's making the kits. The partners making the kits say they were included. Wow. Alex said those creeps just want people to destroy themselves and want to mutilate our kids. I'll be so glad when it all comes out. They've been able to get away with such horrific stuff for so long. I agree with that. I really do. I can't wait. I've had it up to here. Come on. Let's go, Brandon, please. Jay Stephanie said in America, it seems like they're looking at population replacement. Yeah, that's what they're doing in every country, in all Western countries, replacing population with people who will go along with what they say. Geoloff said, just wait, the housing market's going to crash hard within the next 24 months max. When you do get your place in the country, grow fruit, trees in pots, sell them $50 or $100 per tree. Oh, definitely, yep. Yeah, because I can propagate, so I've got no problem with doing that. Selena said, Jay Stephanie, except those coming in won't work. Wendy said, we should all just get together and have our own community. That's what I reckon. That's what I reckon. Definitely. We'll all get a big community going and we'll all chuck in and buy the land, and then everyone can build their, little places all over the land. Shannon said, I want to hire Hev to be my kid's nanny, lol. Oh, I love kids. I was looking after my grandsons for 3 years. So, and it was good. It kept me going, I'll tell you that much. Because I was very sick at that time, and it's the only thing that got me out of bed, really, was looking after the grandkids. And when, they say if you don't use it, you lose it. So I'd rather be up and doing things than laying in bed going, So, hey, Sandy D's nuts, how you doing? Jay Stephanie, I'm planning on doing just that. I want to have a small ranch with big greenhouse. Well, that's what I want to do. I want land where I can have animals like chickens and maybe a couple of sheep and some cows. I want to have my own gardens, and I want to go more self-sufficient in that way. So, yeah, we'll see. I've got a lot of thinking to do, and, because I would take it in a heartbeat, I'm telling you. I'd even suffer monetarily to take it. But I've got to be careful what I do. I don't want to get myself into a position where I'm stuck and absolutely, up to here. So anyway, we'll see what happens, guys. I'm going to leave it there for today. I've been 2 hours and 42 minutes. Good stuff. And don't forget to subscribe, if you even check if you are subscribed, because they're still dropping them off. Oh, dear. Wendy said we don't need these big corporations. Time to get back to the good old days. That's what I reckon too. Take it back. Take the power back. Take the food into your own hands. We've got to take our medicines into our own hands. We've got to take everything back in our own hands. Because look what happens when we let them run it. This is how we got to where we are. Alex said, I don't blame you, Hev. I want the same and have for a long time. Yeah. Hi, Sandy, said Missy T. And Selena says, I say we get back to barter. That would be good too. Bartering. Geoloff said, great show, love. Okay, dolls, I will. Something dinged. Look, things are always dinging on me. I'll check it in a minute. Okay, guys, I hope you have a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, or middle of the night, wherever you are. And I'll talk to you soon. Okay, guys, love ya. See you soon. Now I've got to find out where I'm ending. There. Okay. See you guys.